Oh yeah, there it is. The sweet sounds of These Bloody Tears. And that's how you know that we are here with the Castlevania Anniversary Collection. Welcome back to Epic Fail or Win. This is the weekly show in which we take a look at the free Epic games each week to figure out not if they're worth your money, but if they're worth your time. Because of course, we have free 99 every single week, and here we've got one of, if not my favorite, you know, I don't know what my favorite game series is of all times, but Castlevania is definitely up there. And around these parts, we have a deep love of Castlevania, and one Castlevania game specifically. Now, what does the Castlevania Anniversary Collection hold? We've got original Castlevania. We've got Castlevania 2 Simon's Quest. We've got Castlevania 3 Dracula's Curse. We've got Super Castlevania 4, Castlevania Adventure, Castlevania 2 Belmont's Revenge is a Game Boy game. And we've got, well, I guess Castlevania Adventure is also a Game Boy game. Castlevania Bloodlines. And then finally, Kid Dracula, which is a game that never released in the West. So, you know, finally here. And then what's neat is that they also have the Japanese versions of all the games. But that brings, there are two things. There are two things that are unforgivable about this release. I think that are unforgivable about this release. You might think differently, but there are two things that I think are absolutely unforgivable here. One, that you have to play Simon's Quest. I'm just kidding. Look, I don't mind Simon's Quest as much as the next guy. It's definitely not my favorite Castlevania game by any stretch of the imagination. But, you know, I don't hate it the same way that everyone hates Simon's Quest, I feel like. No, there's two unforgivable things to me. And one of them is that this collection does not contain Rondo of Blood, which is one of my favorite Castlevania games. And it is really annoying that it doesn't contain it because Rondo of Blood came out in 1993. Castlevania Bloodlines came out in 1994. So there is no excuse for Rondo of Blood not being in this collection. Now, I know what you're thinking. If you know what you're talking about, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, well, Flags, actually, Dracula X, which is the Western release of Rondo of Blood, came out in 1995. Whereas, you know, Rondo of Blood came out in 93, which is, you know, in Japan. And then so Castlevania Bloodlines coming out in 1994 when, you know, and then it's like, okay, they just cut off 1995. Okay, that's an interesting thing that you've just said there because they include the Japanese games. And because of that, that means that not having Rondo of Blood in here is just a real, I think is a real, really messed up. Rondo of Blood should absolutely be in this collection. I get that they're basically running up to Symphony of the Night, but like Rondo of Blood is sort of the last of the ones leading up to Symphony of the Night, right? Like, and then Symphony of the Night is a, you know, completely redone thing. So of these games, my favorite is Super Castlevania 4. I love Super Castlevania 4. It is, you know, Symphony of the Night, Super Castlevania 4, Rondo of Blood, they're my favorite. I would probably argue that Super Castlevania 4 is my favorite Castlevania game. So the fact that it's here, 1991, the year of my birth, great year, it's a wonderful game. So it is the game that we are going to get into here. Now, I'm curious about what Watch Replay means. So, you know what? In fact, you never want to have to play Simon's Quest. So let's just see what happens if we've never created a replay. So I guess that's what the replay means. I was really hoping that they would just not let you just have an option to not have to play Simon's Quest. Unfortunately, that doesn't exist. So we're going to play Super Castlevania 4. Yeah. Oh, I love the old Konami logo. Though I still think that the opening for Metal Gear Solid is one of the, like, there's just something to the opening of the original Metal Gear Solid. Like, do, and I always think about that when I see that Castlevania logo, or Konami logo. Anyway, Super Castlevania 4. I love this game. Yeah, there you go. What else? What else can I say? I love this game. I don't like. Whenever I think about, you know, well, which Castlevania game is my favorite? Obviously, the opening of Symphony of the Night is incredible, right? And it's like, it's kind of hard to beat in that way because it's just so iconic. And we're watching this opening, by the way. In case you're wondering, we are watching this. This doesn't need to be a very long video because either you're interested in playing the old Castlevania games or you're not. Like, I don't think I'm going to be able to convince you of like how good they play or whatever. Though I do think Super Castlevania 4 plays really well. I think the control that you have over the character just feels so different. All right. Every 100 years, the forces of good mysteriously start to weaken. Thus, the power of Dracula starts to revive itself. His power grows stronger and stronger every 100 years. Dracula has revived many times. However, his sinister actions have been consistently thwarted by the Belmont family. It's been 100 years since the last confrontation between Dracula and the Belmont family. But now, the serenity of Transylvania is being threatened by destructive forces. I do not know why this voice that I'm doing has started to become Christopher Lee. I don't know if it's just the word Dracula. I couldn't explain to you. On a dark and eerie night, Dracula rose from his grave to unleash his destructive power over the countryside. Once again, Simon Belmont is called upon to destroy Dracula. With only his whip and courage, he sets out to restore peace to Transylvania. So, I'm a little bit of a Castlevania purist. I like, in some ways, it's the reason why Symphony of the Night doesn't beat out Super Castlevania 4 for me, is that I think Castlevania is a game that should be played with a whip. Oh, hold on. Sorry, he's doing the automatic. Okay, here we go. We're here and we're playing. So there are a few options here. Oh, we're just gonna, we don't need a name. Our name's Simon Belmont. So you might be looking at this and thinking, all right, well, this is an interesting, here's an interesting thing here of all the different ways that. Oh yeah, we're gonna need them. You know what? I'm going back. Yeah. So as you can see, Castlevania it's a very simple game, but hey, this is the best part about Castlevania. Yeah. So one of the things that's great about, well, hold on. We gotta get in here. So one of the things that I love about this game is I love the level of air control in this game. All right, I should have. There you go. Come here. Right. So you can go. You can go. Right. You gotta go into the house. You know what's funny? I literally played this game yesterday. Oh, I missed my hit. I literally played this game yesterday and was like, oh yeah, right. You gotta avoid the pitfall at the very beginning. And for some reason, I just thought, no, I'm fine. I thought, I'm fine. I'll go into the pitfall. Don't mind me. So music in Super Castlevania is incredible. I think. I just think, like, I feel like it's just hard to beat. It's sort of the perfect Castlevania game. It has the. Get back here. it's got like, you know, everything that you want out of Castlevania, as well as it's certainly not overly complicated, right? Oh no, I messed up. You just hit them. Just hit the fireballs. They're gonna start throwing bones at me. Oi. Well, I'll show you that in a second. Oh, I lost the knives. Oh, I was trying to use the knives. I was wondering where the knives went. Well, I've really messed this whole thing up. Oi. Eat my whip. All right, so let's show you the modes here. So here we go. Obviously, save, replay, all of that. Load, manual, which I think is a nice touch. But here we get to the second, what I think is unforgivable about this, and probably more unforgivable, actually. Like, Rondo of Blood not being in this, like, you could make an excuse for it, right? You can be like, well, you know, Dracula X came out in 95, you know, whatever. Here is the unforgivable part. These are your display options. You've got original, you've got pixel perfect, you've got 16:9, which if you play this game this way, I'm just going to let you imagine. And the same thing goes for playing it with scan lines. You got pixel perfect scan lines, and then you got 4:3 scan lines. Now, you can probably know what I'm about to say here. There is no 4:3 with no scan lines, which I think is an unforgivable faux pas when you are making a classic video game collection. Not having a 4:3 without scan lines is, I think, I would say it's so bad that I would never recommend you to buy this game. And you're getting it for free, so that argument sort of goes away. But that's how big a deal I think that is. The fact that you don't have a 4:3 without scan lines is like, you shouldn't buy this game. However, you're getting it for free, so you know it's really up to you. Because like, look at this, like scan lines look fine, you know, whatever. Oh, whoops, I went the wrong way. You know, scan lines, you know, great, whatever. Ooh, look at me with my scan lines. Like, ooh, scan lines. And at least this way you actually fill your screen, though. And not in the other way. I swear to God, if you play these games in 16:9, I will be so. Oh, hold on. Thank you. Oi, get out. Oi. Yeah, not fun for you, is it? So there's just a control that one day. There's just a control. That did not work out for me. There's just a That's right. What's good? That's right. Let me show off. Yeah, what's up now? What's up now, dog? That's right. Oh, I love this game. Oi! How has he managed? He's absolutely sniped me there. Alright, we're just gonna... So, don't forget, you might be thinking, oh, well, you know, Castlevania, blah, 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 just kill everything. But don't forget, you are on a timer here. This is an old game. You don't got time to mess around. So I am sort of messing around here. You know, but you gotta be careful. Oi. Sorry, I love doing that. I can't help it. Yeah, I love this game. I think if you give it a chance, I think you will love this game too. And in fact, if this is the only way you're ever going to play, you know, you're not you don't want to do the work to, you know, get an emulator or whatever. And this is the only way that you're going to play them is if you get the collections, then I think it's worth it just for this game alone. That's how good I think Super Castlevania 4 is. And I hate you. Sorry, not you. You know who I'm talking about. So hold on, we're just gonna, I hate this. So we're gonna, like, look, I get it. Like sometimes I like a good scan line, you know, I'm not saying I'm above a scan line, but I am above these scan lines. Like I don't know. I don't think they look very good. There's lots of problems here, but get out of here. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. That's right, get your wiggle on. I'll be honest with you, I don't really want to play any of the other games. I was trying to hit him. I am totally content to just... Oh no, the horse heads. Horse heads. Oh no, they're coming back. Oh, whoops. Hold on. He did not save me. All right, what if we leave Super Castlevania 4 right there? Wow. My man did not mind me. All right, let's go back here. So obviously you can save your replay and then do that. I was really hoping that they would just give you the ability to watch a full replay of the game though, because look, I do not want to play Simon's Quest. I'm gonna be honest with you. Should we? You know what? We should. Just briefly. What a cool thing. Oh, whoops. My bad. Like, it's just... Like, look at how cool... Look at this game. Like, what a cool game. Like, you imagine... It's the late 80s, and someone shows you this game. Can you imagine? You'd be like, wow. This is the greatest thing I've ever seen, is what you would say. Look at that. Anyway, sorry. That's gonna be just worth taking a look at quickly. The only other one I want to take a look at here is I just want to take a look at Kid Dracula, because I've never played Kid Dracula. It's the only one here that I've never played. So let's just take a look quickly at Kid Dracula and see what's up here. The DreamWorks moon. It's transforming into Kid Bowser? All right, I've defeated the... What is he? Piccolo? He's just destroyed the moon. All right, what is different here about Kid Dracula? I thought for a second that was a pipe. Look, it's green. It's not my fault. All right. For a second, I did wonder if we were about to see why this game never came out in the West. Look at him. Wow. Okay. I love that animation. Now, not the same amount, like, I guess you got the higher jump, but again, one of the reasons why I absolutely adore Super Castlevania 4. Wow, really? Super Castlevania 4 is because of just how much air control you have, where you don't have quite the same thing here. Yeah, I see you coming. I see you up there. Look, I'm just a kid making my way through the world, trying my hardest. You know, like a nominal Icarus, all right? Unfortunately, I can't. There we go. The music here is pretty fun, but what does it remind me of? Like, I feel like that's from somewhere. And don't say Kid Dracula. Don't say Kid Dracula. All right. I don't really think there's anything else to show here. You know, like I love Castlevania. I love Super Castlevania 4. I think Super Castlevania 4 alone is enough. Oh, whoops. Did I just see the frame rate? Like, or not the frame rate, but like, because when there's two of them, so this has the issue with when there's two enemies on screen, it has to, you know, have a frame for each of them, right? Like it can't, yeah, that's funny. So that is there you go. That's correct emulation then. Is, you know, you can only have, oh, Zhangxi! Oh God! Oh, there's Zhangxi in this game! Oh no! Alright, we're gonna, that is not how you defeat Zhangxi, but are those panda Zhangxi as well? Ah, they're coming for me. Oh, look at this Frankenstein. Well, Frankenstein's monster. I know. I can. Yo, you're not getting up here, dog. I don't know what to tell you. Oh, rude. Oh well, I missed that. Anyway, yeah, there you go. There's Kid Dracula. I think this is. I think if you are someone who loves Castlevania, then you have better ways of playing all of these games, right? If you're someone who is interested in emulation, I would recommend it to you. Because you will be able to have a lot more options in how you present the stuff on your screen. And you will have the same, and in fact, you'll have more options as well in terms of saving and reloading and all of that stuff. So if you really, 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 like if you're someone who really, really, really doesn't want to deal with emulation, but you also kind of want to play old Castlevania games, well, guess what? It's free if you're that specific. But if you're someone who likes emulation, I would say this has a lot of problems as an emulator. So you're going to have better ways of doing it, and maybe more satisfying ways of doing it as well. And so here, I love Super Castlevania 4, so I recommend it. But I think there are better ways of doing it, and better ways that are also free, for the record. But anyway, thank you for joining me, everybody. I love Castlevania, and I appreciate all of you. You know, I appreciate all of you being here and the support on these videos. And, you know, I love seeing fans of different game franchises come in, and fans of games come in and seeing what they love about the games. Whether it is that I love the games and then that's something that we share, or whether it's that I am just getting used to the game, or I'm playing the game for the first time, which isn't the case here, but has been the case for many weeks. And it's just great to see people and their passion for this stuff. So, you know, please keep commenting. Please keep telling me what you think. It's the best part about uploading these videos. And thank you very much, everybody. And I'll see you all in the next one in Barkerville.